Welcome to my live stream. We are about to get ready and get into these charts. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Friday morning. All right, just sent the link out. Hopefully we got some members woke. Let me give some people some time to get in. All right, let's see what these markets is up to. We are good. We got about a 2-3 second delay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, Amex just had a mean downtrend. Amex been going down for the past couple of hours, as you can see. If you are coming in on TikTok, appreciate you. Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. All right, so you can see here on Apple, we had a distribution phase, a very unhealthy one. Markets wasn't moving, price just literally going up and down like a chopping block. You can see we have 4 fractals at the top, 4 fractals at the bottom in a short amount of time. And then price had a nice strong trend, downtrend after that. So yeah, it looks pretty good. If you are on TikTok, go ahead and double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Yes, sir, Bob. We are live trading on YouTube. Big dog, what's the word? Fortune Friday, we in the building. Before we get started, I would like to say that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. All right, let's get into it. All right, so I am looking for Apple to go down some more. I'm looking for some more bearish trending power. If you're coming in on TikTok, double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. double tap that screen. We are live on YouTube right now. Intel has also been trending down for a long period of time. Um, that's a beautiful setup. That right there would have been an easy win if we would have been able to catch that. Intel has been going down all morning, just like Apple. Apple still has some more potential. So that's where my eyes are really set on. It's really glued on Apple. Intel has potential to go down for the rest of the day. One of the things I'm looking at here on a larger time frame is that, price went down for a long period of time. And I want you to notice how price is extremely far away from the 50 and the 200 EMA. That's a sign for more potential bearish trending power. If you're coming in on TikTok, double tap that screen. Can I get some likes on TikTok? We are live on YouTube doing live trades. Yesterday was an amazing day. I did do a lot of trades without calling out some stuff, but I literally could not do that during that time. So forgive me. Apple look like it's trying to go down now. So Apple just cracked that level 189.068. If you're coming in on TikTok, double tap that screen. If you are looking for information that can help you get to the next level in regards to quick trading, OTC assets, cycle through a couple of my videos through YouTube and on TikTok, you will find it interesting that you will be able to make money off your phone. You could also lose money off your phone, but if you know what you're doing, let's just say for an example, you chose to have me as a mentor, you will see growth over time and you will be able to, navigate through these markets like a pro. You are not alone in this, and you don't want to be alone in this. It's not that kind of industry where you need to be trying to do everything on your own and thinking that is what's going to help you get to the next level. Let's move me on over to the side. All right, so you can clearly see that Apple is a little unstable here, but that's okay. We're gonna be patient, and you can see prices already starting to push up strong. Now, this is not a good sign to be looking for a potential bearish trend unless price rejects the 50 EMA. If price rejects the 50 EMA and then starts working its way back down, you will be looking for the likelihood of price will probably be going down. So you can already see it's let me make sure my 50 EMA is in the right place. That's one thing you don't want to do. Sometimes you just got to scroll back just to make sure that the EMA is in the right place. Sometimes they're not. All right, so it looked like the 200 EMA might have been in the wrong place, so I'm not sure. All right. So it looks like Apple is having a hard time trying to go down, and that's okay. Patience, patience, patience. Remember, that's the main thing you want to be learning from me when you're navigating through the markets is the amount of patience I have, the amount of over trading that I'm not doing, over leveraging that I'm not doing, and just having a smooth transition, being able to control my emotions the right way, the stoic way. If you're coming in on TikTok, double tap that screen. All right, so yeah, Apple is having trouble at this signal. Remember, the longer price stalls near the signal, and in this example, near the signal, you can see that this is what I would say near the signal. This is my signal level. And you can see prices just hopping and jumping around near that signal level. The longer it takes, the likelihood of price going down will decrease, and then price will probably go down. All right, yeah, I'm gonna look at something else. I wanted to play that reverse, but I'm gonna be a little bit more patient. I might be able to find some better opportunities. I'm more so like looking for trending markets so we all can make some money at the same time. We're gonna have to keep an eye on Intel for the rest of the day because Intel has potential to go down for the rest of the day. So Alibaba looks extremely interesting. So we have a potential bearish trend here on Alibaba. That's because price is outside of the zone. Now, if price hops back inside the zone with a lot of momentum, we may have a reverse and price may not continue to go down. which should play out interesting. But the longer price stays below uh, this outside zone, the likelihood of price going down will increase. The important part about patience, and I want you to sit with this, is you have power over your mind, not outside events. You control your reactions, your discipline, you control your habits. The world ain't gonna stop moving, but you can master your position in it, and that's where the real strength lives. I should have hopped over to that 1 minute time frame because I just kind of called that out. Price hopped right back into the zone, and look, that thing is up. It's going up strong. So what I'm noticing is that there is lots of divergence. We just saw divergence here on Apple. So markets are reversing. So that might be the thing to look for, is some reverses. I'm here on Amex. I don't know if I trust Amex to reverse with the way that it's looking, but the current market conditions is definitely divergence. So let's give these markets a little bit more time to play around. Whew. 1 minute time frame, we have a nice zone here. Remember, the longer price consolidates, the higher the chance of price having a long-term trend in one direction. So that gives you the ability to pay attention to what's going on and just see if that market is going to continue to go down. So Amex, if Amex don't have no type of divergence or no type of strong reverse, then Amex is probably going to go down for a long period of time. We are live right now on YouTube. Remember, in trading, boring gets you money. So I will be sitting here waiting until I see the markets give me something that I want to see. Just that simple. Look at that. Apple is steady going up. Nice rejection from this area. Remember, I told you if it takes too long at the signal level, the likelihood of price reversing will increase, and you can see it went up strong. So we actually may have a strong bullish trend for quite some time here on Apple, especially if price stays above this level, 189.068. Whew, Apple is nuts right now, and it's approaching a previous high. This is one of my favorite spots to trade. Is when price pushes up above that previous high. Yes, indeed. And we got a little time for that to potentially happen. Amex is stalling. We still got time on Amex. Let's go back over to Intel. Yeah, Intel reversed. If you're coming in on TikTok, double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. We are live on YouTube, trying to connect the dots with some live trades. Yep, Alibaba. I want you guys to pay attention to something very important. When you understand market conditions, you understand tight correlation. When you understand the markets stalling or how unstable they can be, once you are able to identify that, it makes everything easier. This is like I was just saying, it's a divergence market. Divergence. A lot of people don't understand the concept of divergence, which it's just showing something different than what your actual indicators are telling you. So just for an example, as price broke the zone, typically you would expect the market to continue to go down. But if it reverses, right after breaking structure, and then it goes back up strong. So Alibaba and Apple is working in a tight correlation. Notice how they both reversed strong from the level. Apple reversed strong from the level. Alibaba reversed strong from the level. And you can see they both going up extremely strong. I might have missed out on my opportunity on both of those. Alibaba might go up some more. Apple is starting to stall. Alibaba has a lot of potential to go up even some more. I'm a little hesitant on going in on Alibaba just yet. But this is the true patience you gotta have when playing around in these markets, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and trading is not about rushing. It's about catching the right trade at the right time, and that's what it's all about. Catching the right trade at the right time. Apple is losing volatility, but rest assure you, it could potentially go up. If it doesn't go up, within the next, I want to say 6 to 7 minutes, it's probably not going to go up anymore. So, for an example, as long as price stay above, let me make sure my EMAs is in the right place. Yep, good thing. As long as price stay above this 50 EMA, the likelihood of price going back up will increase. All right, I'm gonna put a notification bell right here at the previous high on the 1 minute time frame. That thing look like it's reversing. Look at that. Alibaba and Apple is in a tight correlation, y'all. Alibaba and Apple is in a tight correlation for sure. We shoot over the silver and gold real quick. And I want you to remember, tight correlation is always a temporary thing. Tight correlation is not always happening. That's something I want you to keep in mind as well. All right, I'm gonna try to see if I can catch a quick sale here on Alibaba. Let me see if it rejects that 200 EMA and then gives me some strong momentum. That might be the move that I make. That might be the move I'm looking for. I don't really like how it's moving though. We still got time. We still got time for, something to pop off real quick. Look, there it goes. Alibaba shrinking. I might go in here, y'all. I might go in on this candlestick. Pay close attention. If it's moving the way you want it to, try to get in, my friend. Too much irk and jerk. All right, I went on ahead and went in. Ah. Bad timing. Come on, man. And something told me to go in at the doji. All right, now that didn't look too good. Something told me don't do it. All right. Let me see. One of the things you want to make sure that you always do is, check and see where your stats is, right? So as I check my stats, I won my last 5 trades in a row. I had an amazing day yesterday. A loss was coming in every now and then. but I won my last five. So with knowing, um, with knowing that I won my last five trades, I feel comfortable with, at least taking one more trade. Now, let's say for an example, my last five trades was, uh, 2 and 3, and then I just took a loss here. I probably would shut it down right now. That's pretty much, a game plan, a simple game plan that I would follow. Now, the markets appear to be stalling. So I believe I kind of got tricked out, y'all. Or, we had a good market and it was temporary. Uh, it was very temporarily. So let's head back over to the 1 minute time frame. Look at this. Look at how good these conditions look. It started to slow up, then it come back up strong. Very good market around this time. And the trade that I lost on Alibaba was not a likable trade. Now, I don't feel confident at all going in on Alibaba anymore. Even though it looks real good, it might trend down and go all the way down to the floor. At this point, I would not want to mess with that. Mm. So I will be looking for one more opportunity. So you look at that. Notice how price shot down and then shot right back up real quick. I don't like those moves. Coming in on TikTok, double tap that screen. Appreciate y'all for the follows. We are live trading on YouTube as I speak. Appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate all the love and support. And I show love to those who show love to me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure you can trade on YouTube. We gets it in. Apple is looking good for a quick trend. I'm gonna go ahead and take a risk, even though I'm not feeling the markets that well. Um, I might take a risk. I'm looking to see how price reacts to uh, approaching the 200 EMA and also approaching the signal level 189.068. You want to be a part of my community? Get in my inbox. It's free. You have to create a new trade account using my affiliate link. If you can't do that, and maybe you already got an account and you don't want to create a new one, then it'll just be a one-time donation fee. You'll be updated on when I go live, before I go live, and things of that nature. See, it's markets don't look too favorable. They don't look too favorable. But the seasons has changed. Remember, guys, market conditions always wind up. They always wind up changing per seasons. So let's just say, for an example, on Fridays, let's just say from 7 to 8 o'clock, the markets, you'll be able to find good market conditions, or some good momentum. Uh, it may not be that next season, that the times might change. So even though you stick to certain times, always, and you may not even find out till 2 3 weeks later, like you've been trading at the same time and just realizing like something ain't right. Seasons change. Seasons change. Yeah, these markets don't know what they want to do. So I'm glad I did not try to go in again, but I'm going to be looking for long opportunities. That's one thing that I like to do. Pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Anytime I take a loss, I start looking for longer opportunities, right? Well, I'm always looking for long opportunities, but that's when I focus. I'm not looking for nothing quick at all. Uh, I wanna see something that will give me high probabilities. And during that moment, it was a high probability when I took that L on, what was that, Alibaba. Yeah, when I took that L on Alibaba, that was a high probability. Only thing is that the conditions weren't operating correctly. It's like I just missed a good market, a quick good market that did not last long at all. Mm. Apples went all over the place. Alibaba, I can't figure it out either, and it doesn't look like it's a lot of. It looks like there's a lot of strength and a lot of momentum in this candlestick that we see here, but with the market conditions being the way that they are, typically I would think that price is going to continue to push, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to hop around, reverse, play around, do all types of, crazy things. I do not expect this to keep going up. Notice how this candlestick is just playing. See what I'm saying? Like I said, did not think it was going to keep going up. Which, what I'm just doing right now is I'm just trying to see if my predictions are right. As I pay attention to the markets, I'm looking to see, is my prediction right? Is my prediction going to be right? Sometime after several attempts of doing that in my head without actually trading, gives me the courage and the confidence to kind of already know what to be expecting. And that's what you call great discipline, great emotional control skills, things that I want to be able to trade, show you. These live streams are not about trying to make money when I make money. If we can make money at the same time, great. It's sometimes you're gonna be able to make money off my signals, and sometimes I might lose. Sometimes you might be able to win. Sometimes I might be able to lose. Why? Because when trading in the markets, 1 second can make a difference. When you're quick trading in the markets, 1 second can make a difference. But always remember to control your emotions as best as possible and never get frustrated. Anytime you ever see me take a loss, anytime you ever see me take a loss in the markets, you never see me fold, you never see me crumble, you never see me, oh man, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. And once you grow to realize that it's part of the game, you become more accepting to the losses. Once you learn how to accept the losses, then you can plan accordingly. You can plan ahead on what it is that you should be doing based off what you have already recently done. For an example, if I check my recent activity right here, here's a trade I just lost on Alibaba. After that, before that, I won 5 trades in a row. Went crazy on Netflix. Yeah, went crazy on Netflix. And my last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trades, I lost 3. So that's 8 wins, 3 losses. I'll be patient a little bit more. I have never seen Friday at 11 a.m. to 12 ever in my life, in history, ever be a good market during that time. Never seen it. But that doesn't mean that it's not possible. So I'll give the markets a few more minutes to see if there's an opportunity we can catch together. If you're coming in on TikTok, double tap that screen. If you want to start a trading career, get in my inbox. I'll help you. It costs nothing. The 1 minute time frame can help you identify what kind of market you might be trading in, right? It may take a little longer looking at higher time frames. Yeah, Friday usually be lit during the evening. Yeah, and even closer to the nighttime. I got those down packed. Like night and overnight, I got those market conditions pretty down packed. It's the morning time. I got to put more work and effort into understanding, the best times. It's creating a mean flag here on Alibaba. That is a mean flag. And see, when we talk about discipline is, just choosing what you want most over what you want now. How many of y'all are, or maybe suffering not because of the event, but because of how you are reacting to it? I want you to think about that. I like to invite Stoic principles into trading, and that's an interesting concept. Just think about the logic here when I break this down. How you react to it, how you react to the markets is what's going to determine your success in trading. So if your reaction after you lose a trade is to try to get your money back or just continue to hop in on trades as opposed to composing yourself, watching the markets, as cautiously as you can, as smooth as you can, Alibaba is we may have a entry here on Alibaba, might be going in. All right, so great. Here's a great thing to follow. If I wind up losing this trade, guess what? It's time to cut it loose. Time to stop. That's the kind of energy and the kind of flow you should be having. Alibaba been all over the place, but this is a really good setup. That's a really great entry. Doesn't matter how great the entry is, you can still potentially wind up losing. And I lost by just a hair. Just a hair, guys. Those suck. And then it's probably gonna take off right now. I got in too early. There's a lot of momentum. I'm thinking about I would stop, but I think if I let's see, let me check these markets out, see what's going on, man. There's a lot of momentum there. I don't know if you see it like I see it. It's a lot of momentum. All right, so at the moment with 2 losses under the belt, guess what? I probably won't do another trade for a few hours. I'm trying to give Alibaba a few more minutes to see if it's going to explode. Maybe I can get one of those out of those 2 losses. I can wind up getting one more back. But there's no guarantee. There's nothing guaranteed in trading. In trading, there's nothing guaranteed. So always be prepared for what your game plan is going to be when you are, suffering significant losses. All right, I might go in here. Come on. There we go. Come on. It's not looking stable. Come on. It's 20 seconds left. That was time perfect. Let's go. Come on. Stay up. All right, great. So I got one back. Oh, my MacBook trying to down me. Let me plug that in. What's the word, Morty? Appreciate you for getting them likes up on TikTok. All right, so think about what I'm about to tell you. Notice how the markets are not like in the best conditions, and I just caught a nice quick entry. Do not get too excited. What I typically would do in this situation, I would leave it alone because I already took two losses that were very, very close, right? And then I just won this one, and the win on this one was close. The best I can do is one more trade. That is the best because think about it. If I win the next one, boom, the two that I lost, I pretty much kind of got my money back, right? But um, if I would lose the next one, that would put me at 1-3 in one session, which is it's not good. I don't like 1-3. That makes me not want to trade anymore for the rest of the day. I typically like at least my first two trades to be wins. That give me some wiggle room. You win your first two trades. That's why you want to always make sure that you are putting the best efforts in your first two trades at the bare minimum. Because think about it. That gives you four more chances to go in for trades. You can go in for four more trades, right? Because if you let's say you lose two, now you back where you was at. That gives you now you got two more trades. You lose those two, you're done for the day. But guess what? You could win all. You could wind up winning all four. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's a lot of ways you can execute game planning, and like I say, I try to use logic based off what have I already done. So like in the beginning of this live, I won my last five trades. That gave me a lot of breathing room. Boom, lost one. Boom, lost another one. Then boom, came back and won another one. So if you put all of those together, that'll put me at 6-3, which is reasonable. But losing the next one would put me in a position where it's like, okay, I kind of gotta hold off on trade. Come back in the evening, come back for a session at night. That's good. That's good, Morty. Appreciate the follows on TikTok. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. So Alibaba is just it's looking just horrible right now. Let's see. A lot of dojis, all types of crazy stuff is happening. Alibaba is probably the only hope. Everything is just looking horrible. Citigroup does have a little hope. FedEx. Whatever happened to Intel? Oh, okay. Intel never went down the way. But I could see later on a lot of opportunities will be available on Intel if it continues to push. VIX, keep an eye on VIX, see what's going on here. VIX has a nice setup. And it's been trending for quite some time. You can see there's some instability in this trend, but it just started to push up strong around the time I just won a trade. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. Yeah, the volatility is pretty weak right now in the markets. Alibaba, VIX, both of them look like they are going to go down. So I may go in for a bearish trend on either VIX or Alibaba. Um, if no momentum picks up. It looked like VIX is picking up some momentum. Alibaba is done. Whatever Alibaba do, it's not even worth it. So it looked like VIX is the only market that's trending properly. We got a doji right near a signal level. The signal level 17.5881. Appreciate you double tapping that screen on TikTok, Morty. Come on over to YouTube, because we are live on YouTube. Yeah, it's losing volatility now. Let me check back on Alibaba. Markets are stalling. Yeah, they stalling big time. Might be hard to catch an entry. All right, I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the live. Probably your next best time you wanna check the markets. Um, Sometime after 12:30, 12:35, somewhere around there. So that's in about an hour and 20 minutes. That'll be the next best time according to how the algorithm works. Yeah, check the markets around that time. Um, as the markets approach that 1 o'clock mark, you may find some great opportunities. Let me see if I can see something real quick before I hop off. G Willikers. What do we have here? Remember, when the markets are not in the best conditions, there is always a possibility you can still find something that looks good. There's always some potential for you to find something if the markets are in bad conditions. So you might ask, hey, Master Quincy, if you know the markets aren't in the best conditions, why still stick on? Because I still might be able to find something. It's just a little more difficult. It's a little bit more complex. It's almost like catching a needle in a haystack. Especially if you are up on wins. If you're up on wins, you're like, hey, I'm like, hey, I can catch me one because I know how to stop, and I'm not gonna let one loss, two loss, three loss frustrate me into getting more loss, more loss, all in one time period. Remember, think about any time you've ever blown your trading account. Anytime you've ever blown your trading account, 9 times out of 10, you blew it in one day or you blew it in a couple of hours, right? Think about it. That's when you are gambling. You do not treat trading like gambling. You treat it like an investment. And when you are investing assets, you have to be strategic. A lot of people trade without having the proper strategies put in place. A lot of people trade without understanding anything about market conditions, and people more so solely rely on technical analysis. When you rely on solely on technical analysis, of course you're going to fail, but that's when most people on a large scale would, start saying, oh, trading is a scam and this, that, and the third. Well, that's because you're not understanding that what you think should work all the time only works sometimes, only works half of the time. So you have to put your focus on, well, when is a good time to trade? When is a time not to trade? That's where you got to put your focus on. Now, once you put your focus on that, and then you start focusing on that weeks, months in on at a time, you will find yourself becoming a better trader. As long as you continue to have those good emotional control skills and you know how to stop, you know how to turn it off. And that can take time to break out of. This is why I like to teach people how you should be learning. Because if you learn the correct way, then you'll be in good position. So FedEx may reverse here. Let me see if I could catch an opportunity after watching the markets for so long. Regardless of the market conditions, you can kind of figure out what's going on when you have an understanding of the markets. You can cycle through the markets and then start to understand what's going on currently. Once you understand what's going on currently, then you can execute a move properly. But you not only want to know how to do breakouts, you want to also know how to do reversals. You want to also know how to execute pullbacks, and you also want to be able to know how to identify trends before they happen. That gives you time to see what's going on. Yeah, man, these markets ain't on nothing right now. Keep an eye on FedEx. That's one of the main things I want to tell you right now. Right now. Right now. Over me. So FedEx, I'm gonna give y'all something before I go. Keep an eye on FedEx for a long potential bearish trend. I'm not sure. And Fat Real, if you remember, was that the one was FedEx the one I said earlier was gonna be a potential bearish trend? I know it was something. I don't remember, but I think I was saying that it might be a potential bearish trend. Notice how I'm able to call them out early, because if it doesn't happen right away, eventually it will happen. Are you patient enough to wait for that to happen? And then when it does happen, you only knocking out one opportunity at a time. Remember, traders, focus on one trade at a time. What that does is it conditions you. It conditions you to be able to control your emotions. It conditions you to not get frustrated, because you only got one shot. And I'm not saying one trade a day. I'm saying one trade during this current session take you a nice little break, then come on back. All right, appreciate that, Fat Real. Uh, so yep, that FedEx and VIX. So FedEx and VIX. VIX is actually still trending now. I should have kept my eyes on it. Let me shoot over the VIX real quick. I might be able to catch me an opportunity. I might go in. Let's see. Yeah, I should wait for the next candlestick. That looks really good, y'all. That looks really, really, really good. 5 more seconds left. I don't see how I can't trade on this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give it a few more seconds just to see if the markets have some good stability. Alright. I went on ahead and went in. See what's going on, man. Let's go, VIX. This might be my needle in a haystack. Citigroup pushing 2. I'm gonna go check out Citigroup in a minute. Got him. Got him. Good looking, Fat Rail. Let me go look at see what's on Citigroup. Okay, yeah, Citigroup is pushing. It might be a momentary a stalling moment. What's wrong with me today? Momentarily. I can't talk. Momentarily. That was some good stuff. Got both of them back, y'all. Y'all see the patience? Do you see the patience? Give me them back. Give me them back, baby. Ooh. Now, what's interesting about this one, Fat Rail, is that you see that move right there? That's when it becomes tricky. Now, what I like about this is that it's either got to go up super strong for a long period of time, or it's got to go down super strong for a long period of time. So keeping your eye on Citigroup, I would look more so if price is going to wind up reversing for the long term. Because of the news been affecting Citigroup, but it has been trending. That was a nice little trend going up like that. Nice little trend. But yeah, I made happen exactly what I needed to happen. It took 2 L's in the beginning. Boom, got 2 wins in the end. My friend. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 10 and 4. Let's get it. 10 and 4. So understand that being able to get them two trades back, I'm excited for that. Some What could trick you psychologically is by being able to get those two trades back, it'll force you to want to do more trades because you feel like you wasted your time. No, you did not waste your time. That is a huge accomplishment. It could be 0 and 4. You see what I'm saying? It could be 4 losses in a row, but no, you got two wins back. Be patient. Don't focus so much on how much you have in your account at the current moment. Only focus on how many wins did I have, how many losses do I have, and does it make sense to continue trading? That's that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the key. All right, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Uh, Make sure you know, well, I'm only talking to two members right now, Morty and Fat Red. Appreciate y'all for being here with me. Uh, I only went this long because y'all two was on. I would have shut this thing off, but it's such an important thing to follow up on a continuous basis. Always remember, it's not about the trying to make money. When you see the last two live streams, I took a L. You see what I'm saying? I don't want people to rely on that. I want you to focus hard on the emotional control, on how easy it is for me to navigate the markets. I don't get flustered. I don't get frustrated. It's like, whatever. Trade. Okay. Blah. All right. It's just following the process and letting the dice roll wherever they gonna roll, but also being patient in the process. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. It's been a wonderful time trading with you guys. See you, if not tomorrow, I might do a live stream tomorrow, so be on edge. I'm definitely gonna do pop off something Sunday. So once again, appreciate y'all. I'm out.